How's everybody doing? Welcome into Tuned Into NoCo. I'm Ashlee, and today I get to speak with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, Joanna Demarrais. So first off, Joanna, for those who don't know, can you just tell our listeners what the American Suicide Prevention Foundation is all about?
The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention was actually established in 1987, and it's a voluntary health organization. We have our mission to raise suicide awareness in communities and bring hope to those of us who have been affected by suicide. We're dedicated to saving lives, and it includes all of us who have had a loss as well as those who struggle with mental health issues. And we create a culture that's smart about mental health by engaging in 4 of the major strategies, which is funding scientific research, educating the public about mental health and suicide prevention, advocating for public policies in mental health and suicide prevention, and supporting survivors of suicide loss and those affected by suicide. The small group has grown very much. However, some of the same issues that promoted the beginning of our organization still resonate with us. The original founders were concerned about the alarming rate in youth suicide over the previous 4 decades. And during that time, the suicide by young men had tripled and young women had doubled. And today, suicide, unfortunately, is the third leading cause of death among young people aged 15 to 25. However, the highest overall rates of suicide are for adults 40 to 50. Suicide actually affects a lot of people. You know, suicide is the 12th leading cause of death in the United States.
Now, AFSP is going to be putting on the Out of the Darkness Fort Collins Walk on September 11th at Spring Canyon Park. What should people know about this event?
Well, our major fundraisers in the foundation are our community and campus walks. In fall, we have the community walks, and in spring, we have the campus walks. We've been having it in Fort Collins since 2017. Myself and another individual facilitated the first walk. American Foundation for Suicide Prevention has chapters in all 50 states and in Puerto Rico, and it's divided geographically. So the Northern Colorado area had not had a community walk. Myself and some of my friends went to the Fort Morgan walk, and the following year we had the first Fort Collins walk. I became interested in this area after losing my son, who was a veteran, to suicide in 2016. So it's very important to me to raise suicide awareness as well as to bring hope to those of us who have been affected by suicide. You can find details about the walk at AFSP, for American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, .org/Fort Collins. There you'll find the details of our walk. It's close to a 5K walk. It's all flat land. And this year we're off to a kind of slow start. So I'd encourage you to go there, find the details of the walk, sign up. We also have teams. And if you captain a team, then that will allow you to do additional fundraising. And those folks who raise $150 in donations will get a T-shirt. So that's something to look forward to. And also we have resources there, and we're going to have a food truck. And it's a very beautiful walk, especially in the fall. The colors are changing. We have water along the route, and right next door to where we gather is the dog park. You can bring your dog if they're well behaved and current on their vaccinations, and just make it family outing.
Well, that sounds like a blast. How much money are you guys hoping to raise?
Well, we're hoping to raise $28,000, but like I said, we're off to kind of a slow start. So in 2019, we had over 400 walkers, but since the pandemic hit, our organization, as with pretty much the whole world has been significantly impacted.
Right. I did notice on your website, say someone can't make the walk, there are other ways that they can help. You can sponsor, you can donate, or you can even volunteer at another event. Are you guys still in need of volunteers at this walk?
Yes, we have started our community outreach, and we've also been doing our planning committee meetings. So if you go online, you can register to become a volunteer. And we have various activities you can do at the event. We have what's called the honor beads, and those are beads that various colors indicate the loss that you have had if you've had a spouse or a military member, or they also have if you yourself are struggling. So there's a lot of memory and connection that goes on.
Well, thank you for that. Now, everyone, you heard that. Head to Spring Canyon Park September 11th for the Out of the Darkness Walk. This walk is for a great cause. For more info on how to join the walk or become a sponsor or donate, you can head to their website at supporting.afsp.org/Fort Collins. Thank you. Now, if someone is experiencing suicidal thoughts or is worried about a loved one, where can they go for help?
Well, most recently we have had the 988 number, and the 988 number is across the nation. It's similar to the 911 number, or you can also call 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. However, the 988 number is a quicker way to get you to the same resource.
Okay, thank you. Now, we kind of touched on this in the beginning, but Joanna, how did you get started with AFSP, and what's your story?
My story is that I lost my veteran son. He was with Army Special Forces for 10 years, and he did 3 tours to the Middle East. He sustained a traumatic brain injury when an IED exploded. He spent many months at Walter Reed Hospital. He was able to rehab back enough to be able to be functional and remain in the military. He was assigned to Fort Hood in Texas. However, he struggled very much with his new life, quote unquote, and was tormented by PTSD, and he died by suicide on March 14th, 2016.
We are so sorry for your loss, but we definitely are appreciative of the work that you're doing here in Fort Collins. Thanks so much again for speaking with me. Is there anything else you'd like our listeners to know?
I think that kind of sums it up. Go to afsp.org/Fort Collins and register, and would love to see you there.
You guys, you heard that. Make sure you head to Spring Canyon Park September 11th for the Out of the Darkness Walk for suicide prevention. For more information on how to join the walk or become a sponsor or donate, you can head to their website at supporting.afsp.org/Fort Collins. Also, if you or a loved one is experiencing suicidal thoughts and you need help, you can call 988, or what was the other number?
1-800-273-TALK, which is 1-800-273-8255.